Hearts had played in 6 Scottish Cup finals before Gretna were even founded back in 1946, and Hearts had featured in a dozen finals prior to Gretna joining the Scottish League. It's Hearts' 4th Scottish Cup final in the last 20 years. It's Gretna's 4th year in the Scottish Cup competition itself. The Hearts team news this afternoon: there's no Andy Webster or Callum Elliott. They started all 4 previous Scottish Cup ties. Also going out is Gonçalves, he is injured. In come Fisas, Bednar and Tal to the starting 11.
Yeah, Potts a strict 4-4-2. I think what Gretna will be worried about are the power of the front two of Roman Bednar and Edgar Jankowskis, and obviously Hartley making the late runs in the box has been so effective for 2 or 3 seasons now. A good side on paper, no doubt.
Gretna too are a solid unit, no change at all from the semi-final team. It's the strongest lineup that Gretna have. They played in the last 2 league matches as well this season.
Yeah, it's a 3-5-2 and it will be a 3-5-2. I expect him to push back. David Nichols, a player I had a long time ago, will have to pick up Paul Hartley getting forward, and expect Chris Innes. He needs a big game today against Jankowskis.
Well, what a greeting awaits these sides. Rowan Alexander, resplendent in the black and white, leads out his side, and Stephen Presley has his 4-year-old son alongside him. Brooks Milestone, the rosette and all, what an afternoon it is for him in amongst all the fans there. And well, his reaction in the semi-final, Vladimir Romanov too, a proud moment for him, the son of a Red Army officer and now a leading Lithuanian businessman. Well, in the last 10 years, a Dutchman and Irishman have joined Scots as winning managers. Safe to say that Valdas Ivanauskas would be the first Lithuanian manager to win the trophy. Talk of a 5-year deal to keep him at Radio Park. His aim this season was the 2nd Division title, but could it be also the Scottish Cup? Our referee this afternoon is Dougie McDonald. It'll be a hat-trick of ambitions fulfilled today. He's refereed in the Champions League. He's handled an Old Firm match where he took great plaudits, and the 40-year-old now takes charge of the 10th Scottish Cup. It's 100 years since Hearts last won the Scottish Cup against a non-Old Firm side who defeated 3rd Lanark at Ibrox by 1-0 on the 28th of April 2006. A century later, Stephen Presley's side is expected to have that famous old trophy back in their possession, and they win an early free kick on the far side. John O'Neill battling for it. Low head flick on to Presley, up very well on Cisnauskas. There is Robbie Nielsen. I'm looking for Jankowskis. That's a great head flick out wide. Here comes Paul Hartley. Hartley takes on his man, goes past Townsley, the pass comes across! Roman Bednar was inches away from a goal inside the first 90 seconds.
I think as well Paul Hartley wanted to play that early, but Bednar was caught offside, so he had to hold it away. Great play, and a decent ball, isn't he? He's about a foot away from it.
Well, what a start to the Scottish Cup final this would have been. Hartley in the pass, incisive, and Bednar just inches away. Brady, eventually too many players to try and beat, and clever play from Cisnauskas. Bednar sent off in his only Scottish Cup appearance. He'll try and avoid that today. Aguiar plays it across. Fisas, low driven in, knocked away, comes to Cisnauskas! Thumped off the post. He only ever scores in the Scottish Cup, and he came so close to scoring in the Scottish Cup final. Not away, here comes Robbie Nielsen. Well played across, good challenge by John O'Neill. He's had a terrific start to the match. And he was taken out late there by Cisnauskas. The referee just saying calm down, but well, interesting ball in.
Well, great first touch by Cisnauskas, and another centimetre it's in. Alan Mains beaten comfortably on the inside of the post. How close can you go? It's a warning for Gretna.
Fisas now. Aguiar. He's got a decent shot on him. He'll go for it. The deflection. Well, he scored once And that came against Livingston. It was a similar type of move that day, and he was looking for it all the way here.
He's cutting well, and I think he's tried to slew it in the far corner. The look of his face, I think he thought it was him. I got a better view here. I think probably Alan Main might have saved it.
Tell you, that was close, but Mark Birch in there again. Hartley with the corner. All sorts of pushing and pulling going on there. And the free kick goes the way of Gretna. Good start though. I mean, Valdas Sangariskas will be very, very happy. There's no doubt. Nielsen forward. All played across. Scatchell got the touch. Hartley's breaking through. 3 in the semi. And he was close to an opening goal in the Scottish Cup final. And he knows it.
And are they starting to think it's one of those days? Clever play where Jankowski's leaving it, and Paul Hartley's just... I mean, we're saying the same about Craig Gordon having a couple of poor errors, but how many errors has Paul Hartley made this season? That's probably his first.
Unbelievable touch from him. And as Gretna come forward, free kick. Well, James Grady was making the sign of the card, and I don't think the referee likes that. Abraham Tal, who hadn't even played for Hearts before Hearts won the semi-final. He played the week after.
It's not like James Grady, that I've got to say. It's something I think professionals don't like to see in the game. You see a lot in the continent, you know, waving your hand for a card, but it's very unlike James to do that, I've got to say.
So Gretna with another set play. They are coming more into this game.
And Hearts going to regret all these chances, Paul.
Here's Gavin Skelton. Drives the ball in. Good save, Craig Gordon. Well, we've given him a couple of pieces of criticism, but that is what he does best. Great
save. Is it going in? Is it going over the bar? It's probably going over the bar, but maybe hitting the bar. Craig Gordon wasn't to know that. Tell you what.
Fingers.
Great save. No, that's going to hit the bar or maybe go over the bar.
So the save by Craig Gordon. Gavin Skelton hasn't scored in the competition this season. John O'Neill plays it in. The goalkeeper comes. Solid punch. Now this is where Hearts are dangerous. Scatchell, did he use a hand? Well, Scatchell coming forward. Cisnauskas is wide. Scatchell's going himself, and Skelton halts the run. Brilliant challenge. That really was terrific. We'll get to see Scatchell's move forward again in a moment. The Scottish Cup final is opening up. O'Neill on to Fisas. He's fouled there. That's going to be a free kick to Hearts.
Paul, I don't think we need to see Scatchell again. It was a definite handball. Definite handball. It's actually happened further earlier on in the move, but good defending again. Gavin Skelton getting across there. I think he wants him to pass the ball.
Well, it's been a pretty terrific match so far. In terms of Hearts started well, and then Gretna came right into it. That's a long throw into Bednar. You'll have to play that, Roman Bednar. Mark Birch knew that. Just didn't want to concede the corner. That's another long throw.
One thing a little different about Hearts now, under Craig Levein, these long throws were organised fantastically well.
Nielsen throws it in. Jankowski's tried to find it. Rudy Scatchell! Scatchell gets the opening goal in the Tennis Scottish Cup final 2006. He's not scored in 14 matches. What a time to choose. Rudy Scatchell says thanks, Jambos. It's the Hearts fans who are thanking him.
Not an easy one to take, Paul. I mean, another missile from Robbie Nielsen. I think it was the Gretna defender got a touch on it, and he kept it down, and a great finish.
Goal scorer for Hearts was number 8, Rudy Scatchell.
Hasn't contributed enough, but I tell you what, when he scores a goal, that's what it's all about.
Glanced off the head of Chris Innes. Rudy Scatchell looking all the way. He will be booked as well for the celebration. But Rudy Scatchell from Marseille at the start of the season has been yellow carded, but more importantly for Hearts fans, he's given their club the lead. Nielsen plays it away. Comes John O'Neill. A good signing he's been from Falkirk. Now the ball runs through. Steve Tosh has an opportunity. Tosh! Side net. Well, you don't get too many chances in a cup final. That one was presented to him, and Steve Tosh had a great opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking his time, and he's been composed, but the final shot, he must hit the target.
Now Jankowskis. Jankowskis will play it in. Bednar gets the other side of Birch. Bednar will chip this in, just over. The chance was presented to him, Jankowskis, with a delightful ball in field, but the chip at the end was just too high.
Great break, great pass. Mark Birch, a lucky man there. If he brought him down, he was off. He's got to hit the target. That's a fantastic chance to win the game for Hearts.
Well, that would have been it wrapped up. Now here comes Gretna. Chance for David Graham. Brilliant! Oh, what a challenge! That was a goal-saving challenge and possibly a cup-winning challenge from Robbie Neilson.
Outstanding. Great run from David Graham. I thought he was going to put it in the net. I'm shouting my head off. And what a tackle by Robbie Neilson. Does that make him man of the match already? Outstanding tackle.
Now that has brought the Gretna fans to life. So will this. Gretna pressure. Ball played into the box, they're looking very calm. And Tal comes in, it's the first corner of the second half, and what a response from Gretna.
Rowan Alexander urging on his fans here as well. Great response from Gretna, and they're very much in this game now. David Graham's injected that little bit of pace as well.
Ball comes in. Header comes across, Nielsen gets her with a head flick. Well, you would want it to fall to Kenny Duca of all players, and it did.
I think it was quite a tough shot. Great defend again by Robbie Neilson to get anything on that. Tell you what, he's still got to hit the target, hasn't he? Kenny Duca there. It's a little bit behind him. Couldn't get much purchase on it.
Gretna continue to come forward. Then three up front. And Tal's looking very uncomfortable at the moment. Ball dropped off. Stephen Presley has to turn to beat Kenny Duca, and does well. Knocks the ball out of play. Thought he got a free kick too.
Well done, referee. Elvis has been doing that for years and getting free kicks, and it wasn't a free kick.
Sounded like a man who's talking from bitter experience.
I am.
Cup final minutes, 16 of them to go. Ball thrown into John O'Neill. Cisnauskas goes in! Penalty kick! Devidas Cisnauskas on John O'Neill, and Dougie McDonald points to the spot.
My immediate reaction, it was soft, but I still think it's a penalty. I still think there's got a connection there. He definitely caught him. Clever play by John O'Neill, and it's a daft tackle in the box. It's a penalty kick.
Well, Davy Irons and Ryan Alexander celebrates. The job's not done yet though. They've got a penalty in the semi-final, and Ryan McGuffey steps up. All sorts of shenanigans going on. Cove Rangers in Dundee have fallen victim to Ryan McGuffey. He's up against the best goalkeeper in the country. What a moment. The 25-year-old turns, goes in, Craig Gordon with the save, but he'll score! Ryan McGuffey from the rebound, and Gretna level. The dream continues.
Goal scorer for Gretna, number 8, Ryan McGuffey.
12,000 people with a black and white celebrate the equalising goal.
I tell you what, the first thing he says, no more than they deserve. And he's followed in well for an easy finish. Craig Gordon must be gutted because he's made a good save there, and it's went straight back to Ryan McGuffey. But they deserve that goal, Paul, there's no doubt about it.
You say an easy finish, he really had to put it on the angle to take it away from Craig Gordon.
If he'd have missed it, he'd have been shot there.
Well, Brooks is happy, and so is Ryan McGuffey. And this cup final is beautifully poised. Here comes Jankowskis going through, Rudy Skacel! Well, Hearts tried to respond so quickly, Jankowskis going through, and Rudy Skacel was close.
Did it take a bobble, or was it, I think it was just the way Jankowskis kicked it, or maybe a deflection. But I seen it bobble up, but oh, he got a slight toe on it. So close.
Breaks off to Brelli. Hearts have to be careful here, although Fisas will take the break of the ball. Fisas plays the ball across Hartley! Well, there's nobody else you would choose than Paul Hartley. and he sends it just over the top.
I mean, could he have timed his run any better in the box? Fabulous, picked out great. It's a great chance. Paul Hartley knows himself, he's got to score from there. Got to score.
Craig Gordon made the penalty save. How far off his line did he come? Watch the assistant referee. Craig Gordon had taken the jump forwards and the ball came back, but the flag had gone up, so the save wouldn't have counted if that had just gone into Craig Gordon's arms.
If the linesman's put his flag out, it should be a retake.
Townsley. Oh, you'd be hard pushed to tell the SPL side at the moment. As Gretna try and come forward, the ball played through. Here's Ryan McGuffey. Great save from Craig Gordon. He had to be off his line quickly.
From another angle, I think that was in if he hadn't saved it. I think it was in. Great ball, great run. Just try clipping that up. Might not get in, but I tell you what, James Gray was waiting for a tap in. Superb save by Craig Gordon.
Ball played in. The header comes across. Jankowskis gets it away. Skelton comes in. Plays the ball across. There's a chance here. Gretna with a chance. What an opportunity. There was a slip at the last moment for the captain.
I tell you what, that's a great chance. I've got to give Chris Ennis, he usually is decent at them at the back post. Scored 1 or 2 goals like that. Great chance and just never connected at all.
Wow.
There's Brooks. Gutted.
He took that calmly. Referee Dougie McDonald looks at his watch. He will blow in just a second or two. He'll blow right now. And Gretna of the second division trail at half-time. But Ryan McGuffey's goal sends this Scottish Cup final of 2006 into extra time. Really read that well. What the 1-2 could play if he can flick it out wide. Much better from Hearts. Gretna back in numbers. Mikalunas plays it in! Jankowskis with the opportunity. He's had cup final misery with a couple of clubs. Porto, one of them, and he came close there. Hartley looks up. Sends it for Pospisil to chase. Pospisil's got a fair bit of pace. He's trying to get away from Butch. He's got Scatchell in field. Rudy Scatchell for Hearts! The post. Ball comes back again. Rudy Scatchell can't get it across. But Rudy Scatchell rattles the same post that was rattled in the first half.
I think Butch has got to the better here, but good play with Pospisil. Lays it off to Scatchell well. Takes a decent first touch. A great effort. It's a terrific game of football. Absolutely terrific.
That's great stuff. Corner comes in. McGuffey got the header away. Relay told to play it wide, but he'll play it to Hartley. Hartley takes the touch. Good effort, good save! Alan Main with a terrific stop goal going to his right hand side.
Great strike again. Alan Main rolled back the years again. He's been terrific today. And that's a super save. Brilliant.
McGuffey kept it in. It's it on to David Graham. Graham plays the ball out wide. Great ears onside, trying to get a ball in. Could be a chance for Kenny Duca. Well, that was a Jaguar moment for Kenny Duca.
Is it not an Aston Martin? But anyway, it's a great.
Promised the Jag is 60 grand on
good isn't, but the linesman, because Kenny Duca was offside with the ball, but then he wasn't active, and James Gray became active.
Mikalunas passed his man. Hearts are very narrow. There's no width. Mikalunas trying to go himself, brought down from Steve Tosh, and a yellow card.
Cynical, that was a definite booking. Here it is here. I think Steve Tosh comes in at the back of him there and just nips his ankle.
Will he go for the strike? He does so! Inches away from putting Hearts ahead as the first period of stoppage time ticked away.
Fabulous effort, you know, you got it right. It did have plenty of room to get it up and down, and if that was on target, I tell you what, I think that was a goal.
Hard to see a winner coming. Well, Fisas tries to come forward, plays it for Scatchell. Scatchell is outside. Rudy Scatchell to win it for Hearts. Rudy Scatchell, that must be a penalty kick, and the referee says no.
I cannot believe, after all the accusations of diving against Scatchell, he stayed up and hasn't got his just desserts.
Well, Fisas has been booked, but Rudy Scatchell, who was onside, he had a great chance to win it for Hearts. Goes in, Alan Main. Well, he looked like he tripped him.
Oh, it was a definite penalty. You know, Dougie, the referee plays the advantage, then bring it back and give the penalty kick.
Time ticking away. Hartley gets the free kick. Against him for the ball coming up on his hand. And that's what referee Dougie McDonald is saying. And Paul Hartley, I think, has said too many words. And Paul Hartley basically saying that just came off the midriff, but Hartley is yellow carded. 30 seconds. Will the last chance be one for Gretna? Graham drops the ball down. Grady, in comes McGuffey. Turned away, he's got a second chance. Ball played across, it's deep. The header will come outside the box. Referee Dougie McDonald will look at his watch in just a moment. Hearts trying to move forward quickly through Hartley. Last chance for Hearts. Last chance for Hartley. There's one additional minute. Here comes Hartley against Townsley. Trying to drive forward, trying to hold on to the ball, Paul Hartley. He needs some support. He doesn't have any. Hartley and Townsley.
Hartley's going to go. Hartley's got to go.
Paul Hartley's in trouble. Paul Hartley would be a penalty taker, but he's sent off. He kicked out at Derek Townsley. The joy of the semi-final, the despair of the final. Paul Hartley in frustration kicks out. Second yellow makes red, and Paul Hartley, only the fourth player in Scottish Cup final history to be sent off, the second Hearts player.
And to be honest, you've seen straight reds given for that, for a kick out like that. A daft but outstanding player, outstanding season to end like that. It's a real shame for the boy.
Referee will look at his watch in a moment. Tal has to knock the ball out wide, and the referee brings the Tennis Scottish Cup 120 plus minutes to a close, and Rowan Alexander smiles. His team have a penalty shootout. So Stephen Presley steps up. Will be against Alan Main. Well, there's always heroes and villains in penalty shootouts. Stephen Presley, a couple of goals from the spot in his Hearts career. So the penalty shootout begins here at Hampden Park. Stephen Presley against Alan Main. Stephen Presley scores for Hearts. Confident penalty from the Hearts captain, leading the way.
Yeah, great penalty. Missed the Hearts. You saw how much it meant to him. Great celebration and great penalty. Any penalty hits the side net on the right side is a good penalty kick.
James Grady comes forward. He's a cup final disappointment last year against Celtic. So Craig Gordon, Scotland's #1 tag, hanging round him. Grady against Gordon. Oh, terrific strike from James Grady. There's no way he was missing that.
James absolutely lashed into the net. Good penalty. Didn't change his mind, a comfortable goal. Goalie, no chance.
Robbie Nielsen, who has scored in a penalty shootout before. That one against Ross County. Steps up. Alan Main on his line. The Hearts players halfway line. Robbie Nielsen steps up. That's just calm from Robbie Nielsen.
I tell you what, the one thing that boy's got is get steel. He's very understated, not a big hero. Good penalty, puts the goalie the wrong way. Arguably the best penalty so far because it's so controlled.
Well, Mark Burch coming forward. He's had a great match with Gretna #2. And forward he comes. Craig Gordon trying to make himself imposing against Mark Burch. Burch comes up, rattles it home as well. 2-2, 4 out of 4.
What's another great penalty. Mark Burch, who has had a terrific game, sends the goalie the wrong way. comfortable goal. I thought he looked a little nervous in his walk-up as well.
There are times you just look at players and you wonder. So Rudy Scatchell, who could have earned his side a penalty, now comes up to take one.
This could be anything, this penalty.
Well, Rudy Scatchell, such a hero all year, got the opening goal of the game. The tension round Hampden. There's Rudy Scatchell against Alan Main. Scatchell runs up, calm as you like. We're seeing a masterclass. Penalty taking of the highest order from both sides.
Yeah, that's a great penalty. A real touch of class, and I've got to say, great penalty kick.
Derek Townsley now comes forward.
And with every Hearts goal, the pressure mounts on the second Gretna taker.
3 Scottish Cup goals in his time. It's a short run up, and it's saved by Craig Gordon! Derek Townsley with a short run up, didn't look confident. Advantage Hearts.
Yeah, good save. You've got to say a poor penalty. Never looked confident. And a comfortable save actually from Craig Gordon. Huge penalty this one, Paul.
Miguel Pospisil comes forward. 8 goals in his 28 appearances. Scored against Aberdeen. Alan Main knows this is vital. Miguel Pospisil steps up and scores for Hearts. Rattles it into the net, and Gretna know they have to score.
Alan Main's shaking his head because he hasn't had a chance with one penalty. That's another great penalty kick. Huge pressure on Gavin Skelton now. Massive.
Gavin Skelton, former Carlisle player, played with Workington Reds, steps forward, simply has to score. He has no option. Against Craig Gordon, Skelton steps up, off the crossbar, and Hearts have won the 10th Scottish Cup 2006. Like his Fife in 1938, Gretna finished as the 23rd team in Scotland, but sadly for the second division side, no repeat of the joy that his Fife had 68 years ago. A 13th Scottish Cup final yields a 7th victory for Hearts. It's the first ever against non-firm opposition since they secured the trophy 100 years ago. In 1906, Hearts won the trophy. They've done so again, Ian McCall, in 2006.
I just, as an ex-professional, you've got to feel for the boys that missed the penalty kick, you know. Great day for Hearts now, they can go and enjoy it, but you've got to, any player that misses a penalty kick is an absolute nightmare, and I tell you, it takes you a while to get over it.
So Hearts' first Scottish Cup win since 1998. That's what it means to Craig Gordon, and Valdas Ivanauskas, the interim boss. Will he lift up more silverware in the future? Will he get the full-time job? You've got to feel sorry for Gavin Skelton, but I imagine Stephen Presley was pretty happy with that.
Stephen Presley, that was as good a cup final as I can recall. It was magnificent and a great result for the Hearts.
Great result, but let's not forget Gretna's performance today. It was absolutely excellent, and we're delighted. Look at the scenes here today. This is what it means to all our supporters. It's been a very turbulent season, and we've repaid them with this. It's fantastic. I've got to give all credit to all the players. As I said, we've experienced a lot this year, but we've shown great unity. But the performance today, we looked a rather tired team, but that's not taking anything away from Gretna.
Paul Hartley, a magnificent day for the Hearts and a great day for Scottish football, I thought.
Magnificent, just can't beat it. To fair credit to Gretna, they were outstanding, but I think our name was on the trophy from the start, so I'm absolutely delighted.
It was absolutely end-to-end. You unfortunately got a red card. I take it that'll only take a wee bit of the gloss off.
It doesn't matter, we've won the game, so I was a wee bit nervous in the changing room there, watching the boys lift the penalty kick, so I'm delighted.
And a big night in Edinburgh tonight.
Yeah!
A magnificent effort from Gretna, and you do feel for them here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff about the fairy tale today. I'm not sure if I agree with all of that, but today almost was a fairy tale. The performance was absolutely different class.
Stephen Presley signed in July 1998. This is 312th appearance for Hearts. It's his proudest moment. There's absolutely no doubt about that. For Stephen Presley, he's waited for this. the kiss, and the cup. The celebrations at Hampden, the celebrations will be there in Gorgie. There'll be no sleep round Tynecastle tonight.
Well, Das, that was a wonderful Scottish Cup final. What are your recollections? What are your thoughts?
Thanks. You know, I said before game, it's the final, you know. But we have in the game so many chances. You know, we can without extra time win. But okay, I am very, very happy now. And now starting party.
Boys done us proud, that's all we can ask for. We thought it was really our day, the way things were going. And they deserve all the plaudits. This is tremendous, guys. You didn't just compete in terms of heart and spirit, you did it in terms of quality too. Yes, we did. We knew we had to make a change in the second half. And it worked. And I'm just so proud of the whole club and how much it's done. Your own supporters were magnificent, and we saw what the Hearts fans thought of you there too. Oh, fantastic. This is what football's all about. It's the way it should be. A collective spirit within a stadium, friendship, and we've got an entertaining game along with it. Brooks, the bedlam's just starting to die down a wee bit now, but it was a magnificent day, I thought. And you came and you didn't just compete in terms of kind of heart and spirit, you competed in terms of quality. You've built something to be absolutely proud of here, I think.
I am. It's the only words I can use. I've been in to see the boys. I've told them I'm proud of every single one of them. I mean, you know, we took them to penalties. It's not a nice way to lose a game. It's probably not a nice way to win a game unless you're the winner. But no, it's been a fabulous day for us, and I think it was something we'd be proud of. When it came to it, you know, really, they're second top in the SPL this season. You know, you've been promoted. There was barely a razor blade to draw between the sides. Yeah, I think you could see probably the first 20 or 30 minutes that they had real quality there. But I think we came strong in the second half and we outfought. We created some good chances. But we can go away with our heads held high. And you've maybe made a stamp here because you brought a huge support today. Probably about 10, 12 times your average gate. Lots of these people may well come back. Yes, I would like to think so. And I would like to think we've won over a lot of people who have really sort of criticised us and really had a dig and, you know, see what sort of people we are now.
Yes, Brooks Melson showing great dignity in defeat there, and Jim Spence doing a sterling job with the interviews after the match. Now we hear what the guys have to think about the game in just a few minutes, but first of all, Alison Walker followed the Scottish Cup, the players and the fans back to Gorgie. And if you can't get an open top bus, open the skylight and sit on top. If you work for the Health and Safety Executive, look away now. Here's Alison.
Now this is the Thompson family. They've just been watching the team coming home back to Tynecastle. Tell us, how do you feel?
Absolutely fantastic. Amazing. Absolutely brilliant.
It's been a brilliant day, but fair play to Gretna. They were fantastic and took us all the way, but exhausting. They've done fantastic, but Hearts Champions League Cup final would have taken that at the start of the season.
Amazing.
It's been a great day. They've taken it up a level now, and you know, from going to being sort of fourth top club, they've taken it up a stage now, and now they're going to be fighting the goal for them, I reckon, on a regular basis, and it's all down to Vladimir Romanov.
Are you all going to be here again tomorrow for the open top bus?
We will be. She's working.
I couldn't get the day off, unfortunately.
But you would be here if you could.
I certainly would.
Well, it's been a very, very long, very happy day, obviously, for the Hearts players. They're here at Murrayfield for the end of season party now. One of the players with me. How are you feeling now after such a long day?
All the boys are just great to obviously win the cup, and we're just in a joyous mood, and we've qualified the Champions League, so we're just going to enjoy the night.
What was it like coming down Gorgie Road with that crowd?
It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. It's just unbelievable. All the fans, we were on top of the roof of the bus, and it was honestly, it was unbelievable. I can't really describe it. It's just, I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
I have to say, I was quite worried about you lot on the top of that bus.
Yeah, it did get a wee bit dangerous sometimes, and the driver was braking a bit quickly, but we're all safe in it, and as I say, we'll all remember it. I'll keep it in our memories until we die.
And I have to say, all those Hearts fans at Hampden Park as well. I mean, it's for them. This is all for them as well.
Yeah, a lot of the fans travelled through, and for most of the game they were a bit nervous because I wouldn't say we played our best, but in the end we won the cup, and it was great for them and great for the players and great for the staff in it, and we were just out to enjoy ourselves, and we've had a great season. Hopefully next season we can do one better.
Yes, it's nice to know that Alison was caring and worrying about the players on top of that bus earlier on this evening. Now, Craig and Pat, you were there this afternoon, and my goodness, what an afternoon it was.
It was fantastic. At half-time, I thought Hearts looked comfortable. You know, if Gretna got any more to give, I don't know what Rowan said in the half-time team talk, because they came out, they made the substitution, they took the game to Hearts, and at the end they came within a whisker of writing their name in the history books.
Pat, I didn't get a chance to speak to you before the game today, but most people were saying, sitting around the media area at Hampden, you know, Gretna just don't have a whisper of a chance in this match.
Yeah.
Were you thinking that too?
Well, no, I was actually feeling that it was going to be very, very close, that Hearts may just scrape it.
Is that
and
the
I
truth?
No, I did. I said it on TV today before the game.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, it was always going to be close, because I thought they were well organised. They did themselves proud today. I think the game was a great game. I think it was a fantastic end to the season, and more than anything else, I think it was put in a brilliant spirit as well. And the Hearts fans, they were great today, applauding the Gretna players at the end, you know, with real heart and soul. So really a lovely feeling at the end of that game.
It was, I mean, the spirit, as Pat said, was just absolutely fantastic, fans and players alike.
Yeah, well, the Gretna fans, they stayed behind, they clapped the Hearts, they loved the way their own team played, and hopefully that will encourage them back. You heard that, it's important they come and support the team after a day like that, seeing your players compete with a team who finished second, qualify for the Champions League. The future is obviously bright for Gretna, and they'll be looking for more days like this in the future.
The goals, Pat, of course, Rudy Scatchell's had a fantastic season this year, and the goals that he scored from midfield position have been quite remarkable, and he took this very well.
He certainly did. You know, he's put it down, you know, volleyed it down towards the ground, and that's the hardest thing for a goalkeeper to cope with. You know, it's that long throw again. I mean, Nielsen really does add something. It's like having double the amount of corners you would normally have when he's throwing them in. So yeah, it was a good finish.
And this penalty, when we first saw it, we thought maybe it's a bit of a kind of soft one, but you see it again, it's a definite one, Craig, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on the near side, and when he went down, I thought from this angle, there's not an awful lot in that. To be fair, Cisnowskis didn't get a touch on the ball. Often it's a penalty. This is what the referee sees, and when you see that, that looks like a stick-on penalty. You can understand the referee giving it.
And composure shown by McGuffey, or not, Pat?
A little bit of luck there. He's actually, it's not a very good penalty, but look at the assistant referee near side. Now, he knows that Craig Gordon's moved here. He's off the line, so the infringement's taking place. Now, he's allowed it to play on. Now, the referee has got the right to allow it to play on for a second or two, and he scored the goal, and it's deserving of being allowed to go. Once again, I think here, both times, I think the goalkeeper moves, but I felt terrible for Gavin Skelton and my big old mate Derek Townsley, because both played brilliantly, and it was just such a shame that anyone had to suffer, but particularly those two.
Yeah, Gavin Skelton, he joined Gretna when they were still in the Unibond League in 2001, and he's just come through, and I spoke to him during the week at Raydale Park, and he's just been loving this. And he had a great game today. You've got to feel very sorry for him.
Well, it's a horrible end for a player who played so well. He made some great tackles when Hearts were charging forward, but that's the way it goes, and to be credit or pay credit to Hearts, their 4 penalties were absolutely immaculate. No chance for Alan Main, who had a magnificent 120 minutes in goal for Gretna.
And unless we forget, Gretna are in the UEFA Cup, of course.
Yeah, we'll be feeling quite sorry for them, but don't feel too sorry for them.
Right.
I mean, that's 2 promotions in a row. They're in the UEFA Cup. They've had a fantastic forward planning by the management and by the people who run the club, and they've got a lot more good days to come. Don't worry about that.
We talked about the spirit of the afternoon, Craig, but the game itself was fairly unbelievable, very much like the 2 seasons from both the clubs. It was a remarkable game.
Well, I was amazed at how many chances we had. This was early in the game, a fantastic effort from Cisnowskis. No chance for the goalkeeper, but this is more amazing, because you think he's round the goalkeeper, tap it in. Robbie Nielsen, who has had a fantastic season for Hearts, his throws, his tackle there, and then a penalty kick to boot. What an afternoon he had, but what a chance this was, and David Graham did everything right. Couldn't believe his luck when Nielsen got back and got a toe in.
In actual fact, David Graham made a huge difference to the game when he came on, and it was a good tactical and technical change, but really when he goes round there, he has to take it first time. He takes an extra stride. But Hearts had their chances too, and I mean, they rode their luck, because where that ball, it looked like a carpet out there today, and where that ball comes from, I don't know. I think Yuri Gerl's behind the goal with a wand.
This was a chance for Hartley, a tough chance, but I mean, you know, we can't blame him for missing that, was it?
No, it's hard to keep down, but when you have the quality of Paul Hartley, you would expect him at least to work the goalkeeper there.
And again, heartbreaking this one. When this hit the post, I thought, well, maybe not for Hearts, you know, because this is in the extra time.
I think a lot of the Hearts fans looked at each other and thought, oh dear, not our day, because I think the goalkeeper possibly beaten, but he had his leg out there. This is the difficult one, because I think possibly Scatchell takes it too close there, but it's definitely a clip by the keeper. There's not even a shadow of a doubt about that. But give him his due, he doesn't go down, he tries to stay up. But I think two things. Number one, known for his diving. Number two, he's already been booked for his own stupidity. However, there's no question.
Talking about stupidity, yes. It's a shame. It's a shame for Paul Hart. I mean, it's daft. 5 minutes before he's been booked for mouthing at the referee, and he has a kick at times. He just can't. You can't do that.
No, I just think that shows you the pressure Hearts were under. That's how Gretna had taken them right down to the wire, and a player who's an international player, he lost the plot for seconds there and got himself sent off. And I would imagine he was one of their main penalty takers. Somebody was going to have to step forward who thought at the start of the game, I won't be taking a penalty kick, and that can be nerve-wracking. Having said that, I'm not sure who the fifth penalty taker was.
Yeah.
Didn't matter because Hearts struck four beauties.
An illustration then of just how Hearts were rattled at that point of the game.
They'd been rattled all the way through the second half. The chances that there would be, and I don't actually think they were passing the ball as well as Gretna. That's the thing that surprised me. The first half, Gretna really looked out of it for the first 20-25 minutes or so, came into it a little bit, and then the goal knocked them back, but it didn't knock the stuffings out of them. They were big enough, they were strong enough, they've had a good enough season that they felt the belief that they could score goals. So yeah, they came back into it and it wasn't ruined for them at all. So well done for them. They can walk away smiling, and it has to be said, they can be happy about what they've done this season, but they'll still be greeting in Gretna tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Well, greeting in Gretna tonight, honestly. Hearts, congratulations to them winning the Scottish Cup. It was a great game. We all enjoyed it. Thanks very much for the entertainment. Now, still to come tonight on Sports Scene, one of the most enthralling FA Cup finals in living memory. I urge you to stick around. It was a belter. First though, 12 hours ago, Scotland played their final match in the Kirin Cup against Japan. After thrashing Bulgaria 5-1, the host nation were always going to prove a tougher test for Walter Smith's makeshift team. Kieran Idsan and Derek White watched the action.
Russell Anderson might fancy a little canter forward here. Has Naismith in support. Good cross, McFadden's in there. And James McFadden just couldn't quite direct the ball on target, but much better from Scotland. Nice from Naismith. Good delivery. Endo for Japan. Out to Akira Kaji, the Gambal Soccer Club. Kaji might have a pop here. It's not too bad from Kaji. It's not too bad at all, and Scotland get away with it by the skin of their teeth. Ogasawara coming forward. Chance for Ogasawara to let fly. Alexander does what he needs to do, just keeps the ball out. Little touch here, this could be the danger. Oh no! Really good save from Alexander. Second shot comes in. Side netting only. Ogasawara will try and come forward once again. Does well. Endo. Shinji Ono. Back to Endo. Danger here for Scotland. Off the line. Terrific defending once again. Ono for Japan to Ogasawara, but a poor touch from him. Ray can possibly pick up the scraps. Chance here for Boyd. Back to Ray. That was a really good chance for Gavin Ray. Scotland's best chance of the match. Tamada is just clattered there. He keeps his feet though. And a chance here for Japan. Much better football from them. Could be something on here. Brave defending from Scotland. Tamada's in there. That was a good chance for Keiji Tamada. Up he comes, curls it. Goalkeeper does well. Had to get the touch to it. He would have been unsighted. Is there late drama here in Saitama? Up steps Alex with the left foot, good save. Neil Alexander, terrific stuff from the goalkeeper once again. That is the last action here in Saitama. Scotland have won the Kirin Cup.
And today it was all about defending, while Thursday it was all about goals. Scotland's first trophy for 21 years. Here's the thoughts of Walter Smith.
Walter, many congratulations on winning the Kirin Cup. I guess you're delighted.
Yes, absolutely. Can't speak highly enough about the players there. They worked extremely hard. Japan pushed us back for a lot of the game. We defended very well. Neil Alexander had some terrific saves, and we're obviously delighted. After winning on Tuesday, I felt that we would maybe suffer from the effects of playing a game so quickly afterwards. But you know, we've handled it very well, and obviously we're all delighted that we managed to win it.
And here's something that looks very nice indeed. Scotland at the top of a table at the end of a competition, the Kirin Cup. Scotland win it with 4 points with that win over Bulgaria and the draw today against Japan. Bulgaria, of course, beat Japan in the opening match. Pat, Nevin, very nice to see indeed. And what do you think Walter Smith can take away from the two games, given the fact he didn't have all these players with him?
Well, he didn't have all his players, so a few players were tried that have been waiting for. Obviously, Boyd, he's good enough for international level. We saw that. Fletcher, worried about his recent form, not being great with Manchester United necessarily. Superb on this one. And even, you know, Chrissy Burke as well, he's come on and done very well, and McFadden in the first game. So, in actual fact, there's plenty of players that did well, but also a couple of games and we've actually gone up the rankings, which is always a good thing.
Absolutely, and also it was something we've needed for Scotland for a long time, options up front.
Yeah, I mean, I think James McFadden goes in there, and he scored the goal in the first game, not dissimilar to that. He didn't quite get in that one there, but I didn't think he quite held the ball up quite as well as Boyd when he had these chances in the first game, and when he came on in the second game. Good little example of this here. Boyd, what a lovely vision, back heel, puts the player in. I get the feel McFadden will play, but won't play on point. We want to play, when we're away from home particularly, one man up front, and I think it's going to be Chris Boyd, and I think possibly Kenny Miller and McFadden off him, but we've got choices now.
We have got choices, and it's a great thing to see from Walter Smith's point of view, and it gives you a spring in your step when the national team's doing well.
Well, I think it gives them options when you've got players pushing our stars. You know, when they come back, the Hartleys, the Fergusons, the Quasis, etc., they know there are guys there vying for their places. That keeps them on their toes, and that works for the manager. That's always good news for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much indeed, guys. Now, if you thought the Scottish Cup final was good, brace yourself for this, because it was very, very tasty indeed. The FA Cup final was between Liverpool, who've won it 6 times. They were expected to do the business against West Ham, but could there be another sting in the tail at the Millennium Stadium? John Motson and Mark Lawrenson have the story.
Here comes Crouch. Wins it, Cissé's there, so is Sissoko. Crouch again. It's amazing about Peter Crouch, you know. In October they were booing him on and off the pitch at Old Trafford, and now he's going to the World Cup as England's leading fit striker. Alonso, a bit short that, it's Benayoun who intercepts. Rio Coker's made a forward run, this is Ashton. Scaloni's up on the right-hand side. Oh, and Harewood's in a great position in the middle, and it's going to be an own goal! It's an own goal! West Ham have taken the lead. It's Jamie Carragher.
Well, it started in midfield for Liverpool, John, when an under-hit pass by Alonso. I don't really know what Jamie Carragher was trying to do. I think he thought about playing it with his right foot, and in the end, when the cross comes in from Scaloni, I think it might come off his left foot. Yeah, it does.
Going to come from behind again now.
Little bit flat, Liverpool, aren't they? Very much West Ham in control of the game at the moment. There's an edge to them, obviously created by that goal.
There's Ashton. Oh, this is Etherington. Takes on Hyypiä. Etherington shot. Oh, fumbled by Rayner. Dean Ashton. And have West Ham gone 2 up? Yes, they have. It's the second goal. Played in again from that right-hand side. Ashton heads it on. It comes to Matty Etherington. He takes on Sami Hyypiä. What on earth happened there to Rayner? Cool. Crouch ahead of him. Pushed by Fletcher. Free kick Liverpool.
There's no doubt about the free kick. It's a nudge.
Well, they need something here. It's Gerrard taking it early. Offside. Offside, Peter Crouch.
Oh, I think he's very, very tight indeed. Don't forget, it's when the ball is played and... Oof.
As Liverpool get possession again with Finnan. Gerrard. Oh, and Cissé was coming in there. Oh, and he's got it! Djibril Cissé gets a goal back for Liverpool, and what a cup final we've got here now.
Well, what about this pass, John? Absolutely brilliant pass over Scaloni. Fantastic technique. This is a brilliant goal from him.
I tell you what, Mark, if Cissé's onside there, then Crouch was onside earlier.
Absolutely.
Ashton again. And still Dean Ashton. No. West Ham can relax in the knowledge that they've got the UEFA Cup to play in next season. But it won't be on their mind at the moment, because here's Ashton. And Etherington making a run on the far side. Oh, and Marlon Harewood should have made it 3-1. Can Benayoun? Can Benayoun? No, he can't. Blocked by Rayner.
Well, two outstanding saves, John. I think we're always talking football matches about key moments. The start of the second half, West Ham, 2 goals to 1 up. How key could those saves be?
Very, I would say. Here's Risa again. Crouch and Morientes taking up their positions. He'll get a free kick there.
Well, he played for that, didn't he?
Risa's played it short to Gerrard. He can't make room for the shot. This is Alonso. 2 players far post. Here comes Gerrard! It's 2-2! It's Steven Gerrard for Liverpool! What a match we have here. They've come from 2-0 down, and this is a spectacular finish. They overloaded the far post, Liverpool, and when it came to Gerrard, what a strike, Mark Lawrenson.
That was excellent, wasn't it? I think it was actually meant for Hoopier, and then it came to Gerrard, and it's a fantastic finish.
Well, I think this is the best cup final in years, I have to say. Now, Konchesky picking that up from Etherington. Ashton's in the centre. So too is Harewood. Oh, it's gone right in! Konchesky, would you believe it? The left-back has scored an impossible goal in the cup final. And West Ham are back in front.
Well, let no one persuade you otherwise, John. This is a cross. Absolutely no danger about that.
Well, Liverpool know all about making it 3-3, so let's see what happens next. It wasn't a very good clearance by Scaloni. Phil Dowd, the 4th official, has got the board. Risa's cross. Oh, it's 4 minutes. Gerrard! He's got it! Oh, Steven Gerrard! Just when he looked injured and out of it, has equalised for Liverpool. With 90 minutes gone, it's 3-3 in surely the best cup final of modern times.
Do you know what? When the ball came to him, I think he thought, I'm just going to hit this. Down it comes, and he just said, I'm just going to hit it regardless. What a goal this is.
Plenty back for West Ham. They were all back, in fact. This is John Arne Risa! Oh, and somebody's missed it! Is it the post? Harewood's missed a great chance to win it! I don't believe he put that wide! They'll do their best to put Harman off. Well taken. Xhaka went the right way, but Harman's shot was true. Saved! Saved by Rayner. Liverpool lead 1-0. And now Xhaka Hislop makes a save. So if West Ham score from their second, it'll be all square. Sheringham scores. 1-1 after 2 penalties each. Scores comfortably. Hold tight. Left foot. Oh, it's a poor penalty. It's a poor penalty. Alan Pardew hopes that Xhaka Hislop can save this one. But he can't. Straight down the middle. Now then, it's 3-1 Liverpool. Anton Ferdinand has got to score. If he doesn't score from this, Liverpool have won the cup. They have won the cup! Pepe Reina is the hero! Liverpool have won the FA Cup for the 7th time. They won the first final here in Cardiff in 2001, and they've won what may be the last final in Cardiff in 2006 on a penalty shootout.
And ladies and gentlemen, the historic 125th FA Cup final winners, Liverpool!
Well, I told you it was good. West Ham were wonderful. Liverpool, they were absolutely superb. In particular, Steven Gerrard, Craig. I mean, what is unbelievable. 57 games he's played this season, 22 goals, and look at this one.
Well, you just can't hit the ball better than that. The goalkeeper has got no chance, and it's come from 40 yards. And what a performance, just all day. He makes the first goal, scores 2 wonder strikes, and then steps up and crashes home a penalty. I mean, if anybody deserved to lift a trophy today, it had to be Steven Gerrard.
And of course, heading to the World Cup, I'd imagine he'd be Sven's first pick.
Well, I think you'd maybe just play him up front instead of Wayne Rooney now after that performance.
Absolutely. Well, of course, today with the Scottish Cup as well, and Hearts victorious. And you have to think about something about the Hearts fans and the players, because it's been an up and down season for them.
They've had to trust in their leader, Mr. Romanoff, and they have done. The Hearts fans they've been edgy all the way through the season, but the players, they've had to trust in it as well. And you've got to give a lot to the players who've changed all the managers so many times. There's so many eruptions, so many problems, so many confusions, but they're stuck by it. And I think Stephen Pressley particularly, maybe along with Paul Hartley and Craig Gordon. I mean, Stephen Pressley should be in the diplomatic corps now, the way he's dealt with it this year. But no, I've been really impressed with them. Interesting to see what happens. In fact, more than interesting to see what happens with them next year, because they will bring in 1 or 2 more players, and I suspect that they will bring in some good players, but can they keep that core, that feeling together?
Do you think Valdas Ivanauskas will get the job full time now?
I think he was 30 seconds away from losing his job this afternoon. I think he would have been out of a job on his ear this afternoon if he'd have lost that penalty kick, if he'd have missed that last penalty kick or 2. But no, I think he'll probably get the start of the season. I think he'll be the longest serving manager that Hearts will have had for quite a long time. So I think he'll get probably 3 weeks or so. So about Craig Gordon particularly as well, I have to a little word for him as well. He's doing particularly well this